fix this real quick. Are we good? We live? There we go. How are we doing? Welcome to the CWE podcast. This is episode 3, January 10th, 2026. And I hope everyone will be having a good Saturday. Um, I would like to take this time to thank my Lord Savior Jesus Christ because if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be waking up and doing this podcast with y'all. If you guys are tuning in, we are live on Twitch. We'll be on YouTube later. So what's up, YouTube? If you guys like this, go follow, hit the bell for notifications, and go ahead and like the video. Might as well, right? Um, so yeah, I like to take my time to thank the Lord above for waking up, being blessed on 2 feet. Um, let's see. This podcast is also sponsored by WG, your official energy drink for streamers, content creators, and podcasters. So go head over to WG, drop that discount code CWE, all uppercase 99. Yes, sir. You would get your discounts on energy drinks. Little, you could get a starter kit. Um, yeah. So this podcast is sponsored by WG, and it's my only sponsor. So shout out to WG, man. They are awesome. I'm hoping to get more sponsors, but as you know, we keep doing this. I do have exciting news. Actually, we will have a special guest next Thursday. Yes, it's exciting, right? So my special guest next Thursday, it's pretty exciting. It's actually considered my big first one, as you could say. Um, I will be doing a podcast with the Mr. Ken Anderson, formerly known as Mr. Kennedy. Yes, I will be doing a podcast with Mr. Kennedy next Thursday. We will be live on Twitch and I'll upload it on YouTube as well. So be sure to check out that, man. Exciting news. 2026 is already starting off with a bang, and I'm excited. See, check out my merch also. Um, brainbusterstees.com. Um, you got to scroll down. You got to scroll down to see my little logo. Sensi Wrestling Enthusiast. Looks like the old school Raw logo. You'll find my page there. I got hats, stickers, hoodies, shirts, sweatshirts, you name it. Just grab something. And no matter, it has to be a little something. Just grab a sticker. Um, let's see what else. Oh yeah, you got the college football playoffs last night. Oh my goodness. You talk about a complete embarrassment. Oregon got embarrassed last night. Yeah. So I was telling y'all how the line was on that, and I was like, I don't know. I think Indiana is gonna take full control, in which they did. Indiana ended up beating Oregon like 56-22, but almost 34 points. Indiana beat Oregon. I was complete shocked. I was like, I knew Indiana was good. I knew Indiana was going to beat Oregon. I just didn't know how bad it was going to be. But 34 points in a playoff game. And guess what's funny? This is not the only time Dan Lanning has been blown out before. I think Dan Lanning and his Ducks got blown out before. Um, in the same stadium where the Falcons play. Do you believe that? Uh, let's see. About to look up his stats in Atlanta. Ah, yeah. So, um, September 2020, it was a Chick-fil-A kickoff game, but Oregon lost to number 3 Georgia Bulldogs to 49-3 in his head coaching debut. That was 2022. Fast forward to January 9th, 2026, almost 4 years later, the Oregon lost to Hoosiers 56-22. So yeah, across these two games, Lanning's Oregon's team has been outscored by a combined of total of 105-25. Just say Atlanta's not a good place for Oregon to play. That's crazy. And I called it too. I said Indiana's going to probably go all the way to the championship. Um, I just don't see Miami putting up a fight. I'm sorry. Carson Beck, man, he struggled with Ole Miss, struggled, and he finally was able to get a touchdown, a walk-off touchdown. Oh wow, big deal. Indiana's defense, man, they are no joke. They are no joke. They are the top defense in the country. They are number one. A lot of people are saying, especially like Dave Portnoy. I'm sorry, and I know I'm not a big name yet, but I will be, and I'll call Dave Portnoy out when I get the chance. But Miami does not have the best defense in the country. Miami does not have the best defense in the country. It's IU. It's IU. IU has the most complete overall team in the country. I'm talking about offense. I'm talking about defense. I'm even talking about special teams. Like the way Kurt Signetti can get that team going on a roll, it's absolutely incredible. Kurt Signetti, man, he reminds me of an old school coach, and just you make you just want to run through a brick wall for him. Oh man. So yeah, Miami and IU in the Natty. That's fun. That's gonna be awesome. I'm like I said, I'm rooting for Kurt Signetti and IU all the way. I don't think Miami stands a flipping chance. I'm sorry. I don't think Miami stands a chance. I'm sorry. I that Carson Beck kid, man, he's goofy looking. Um, and he had one special run, and that was a touchdown. And yeah, man, I feel overall I feel bad for Chambers. I feel bad for Chambers, man. Um, but he's obviously coming back for another year. Is that going to hurt his stock? I don't know. I don't know if that will hurt Chambers' stock or not. A lot of people wanted him going to pros like right now, but he's going to play in another year, so we'll see. Um, I think Ole Miss might be the favorite next year to win the Natty title. They could be, man. They could be. Let's see. You got the NFL playoffs tonight. That's why I'm rocking the Packers gear. Go Pack, go! You already know, man. My mom was from Gary, Indiana. My uncle was also from Gary, Indiana. Hour away from Chicago, man. My dad just happened to be from Green Bay, Wisconsin, and I'm like, green on the way. I mean, like green and gold. I don't like I said, I have no hate for the Bears. I just can't stand the way Caleb Williams paints his fingernails every day, every game. Just un un ununique. It's just ununique characteristics. Um, yeah, playoff starts tonight. Panthers, Rams are the first game. I think they're at 4:30. I won't be able to watch that game. I'll be at work. I don't get off until 8. That's why I'm making a morning podcast for y'all. I'm gonna give off until, yeah, 7. Sorry, I said 8. I go in about 10, about hour, 6 minutes, whatever. I'll make this podcast about 30 minutes or longer. Um, but yeah, NFL playoffs tonight. Um, Rams Panthers at 4:30. Packers Bears at 8. I don't know if another team is playing tonight or not. I don't know. I think that's on Sunday. But yeah, let's see. Yep, only 2 games on Saturday today. Packers, Bears, Panthers, and Rams. Panthers and Rams they play at 4:30, and Packers and Bears to play at 8. And then Sunday you get the Bills and Jags. Low key think Jags will pull it off. I am still optimistic about the Eagles, and I low key want to see the Chargers win. I don't know why. I know Drake May is playing tremendously football right now. Like his football IQ is off the charts, like MVP level. But we all know he's not MVP. It is Matthew Stafford. And then you get the Houston Texans and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And like I said, I feel like that could be a very, very tight contested game. It can come down to field goals. Like I'm saying, like there could be no touchdowns in that game whatsoever. And then that's your NFL playoffs. NBA, you got the Timberwolves and Cavs at 1, Miami Heat and Pacers at 7, Clippers and Pistons at 7:30, Spars, sorry, my bad. Spurs and Pistons at 7:30, or no, 8. I'm sorry. Spurs and Celtics at 8. Sorry, I don't know why I was looking at that. I was looking at it wrong. Mavericks versus Bulls at 8, and then you get Hornets and Jazz at 9:30. If you guys want to know the odds, Minnesota is a plus 145. Cavaliers are the minus 175. Game is difference by 4.5. Miami Heat minus 310. High favorites. Pacers plus 250. That game is difference by 7.5 points. Clippers, Pistons. That game is difference by 5.5. Clippers are underdogs plus 195. Pistons are the favorite. Looks like Pistons could get the win on that. Pistons are not doing too bad this year after they had a last year, man. If you followed the Pistons last year, it was bad. It was atrocious. It was terrible. Looks like they're not doing too bad this year. Spurs minus 108. They're a slight underdog. Celtics are the slight favorite, minus 112. That game is difference by 1.5 points. Might want to stay away from that. I don't know. It could get scary. I don't know if Wembyama is playing. I think I've heard that he was still hurt. If he's still playing, they might win. Mavericks plus 124, Bulls minus 148. That game is 2.5 points difference. Charlotte Hornets and the Jazz. Hornets are minus 185, Jazz plus 154. That game is difference by 5.5. Just remember that. Um, I want to bet those NBA teams right now. I mean, the only one I would probably take is the Pistons. The Pistons and the Hornets. I think I would take. Hornets seems like they're really getting in the groove right now since they beat OKC. You got hockey for all my hockey fans. We got games all day for hockey. Wow. Okay. Rangers, Bruins. Rangers plus 110, Bruins minus 130. Game is difference by 1.5. I think these games are all difference by 1.5. Okay, okay, yep. These games are all difference by 1.5. Cool. So the Calgary Flames plus 130, Pittsburgh Penguins minus 155, Blue Jackets Columbus plus 240, Colorado Avalanche minus 298, Dallas Stars minus 175, San Jose Sharks plus 145. Seattle Kraken, however you want to say it. I'm sorry, plus 235. Carolina Hurricanes minus 290. Anaheim Ducks plus 130. Buffalo Sabres minus 155. Vancouver Canucks plus 142. Toronto Maple Leafs minus 170. Um, Tampa Bay Lightning minus 155. Philadelphia Flyers plus 130. Florida Panthers minus 105. Ottawa Senators minus 115. Blackhawks Predators. Blackhawks plus 180. Predators minus 218. New York Islanders plus 145. Minnesota Wild minus 175. St. Louis Blues plus 215. Vegas Golden Knights minus 265. And then the last game of the night at 10 o'clock, my time. I don't know if you're living in the West Coast, East Coast, whatever. But you got LA Kings versus the Edmonton Oilers. Kings are plus 154. Oilers are minus 185. Something to think about, guys. I don't really bet hockey that much. Let's see if we got. Yeah, we got some couple big, couple 25. Okay. So a lot of games at 12 and 1. Tennessee, Iowa State, Nebraska, Kansas, Louisville, top Michigan, Vanderbilt, SMU, Duke, Georgia, Purdue. Who else? A lot of college basketball games, man. There's always been a lot of college basketball games. But man, right now I'm not being biased or nothing, but I would take Nebraska. They're still underdog. They're undefeated so far. Uh, the books thought they could beat OSU, and they beat OSU. The books had Nebraska at underdogs. They are plus 154. Something to keep an eye about because Nebraska, man, they have overseas players. They have entered the transfer portal somehow, some way. I don't know. Don't ask me. I really don't know how that works. Yeah, they have a couple overseas players that are playing for them really well, very tremendously. Um, yeah, just something to think about. I'm taking Nebraska at 12 o'clock. That's probably my go-to game. Kansas will probably beat West Virginia, and I mean, what Louisville? Oh God, Louisville is a 21 and a half point spread. That's a lot of points. Iowa State minus Oklahoma State, 18 and a half points. And they got Tennessee as the underdog, plus 185. That game is 5.5 points difference against Florida. Something to think about, man. I think Tennessee low key takes that game. I don't think Florida's that good anymore after last year. Man, they've just really fallen off hill. UConn also plays DePaul. That's game is difference by 20 points. Top 25. I want to see top 25. Okay. Most people was like, I don't care about the small school teams. That's okay. I don't either sometimes. I do like the MAC schools. If you know those MAC schools, man, they can win money for you, sure. Yeah, that's in Nebraska, Kansas, Tennessee, Louisville, Yukon. Houston plays Baylor. There's no way. Yeah, Houston. That's gonna be a blowout. Um, Purdue, Virginia plays Stanford. Arizona plays TCU. Arkansas plays Auburn. That's going to be a good SEC matchup. North Carolina plays Wake Forest. They are a high favorite, 625. That game is favored by 11.5 points. Crazy. Texas Tech, Colorado. Texas Tech is favored by 250. Uh, Spread points is 5.5. Alabama is favored by 12.5 on Texas. Texas is a plus 600. Wow. Alabama's playing really good. You know they got blown out by they didn't get blown out. They got beat by like 10 by Vanderbilt. But still. And then BYU plays Utah. So that is your top 25 basketball list for today. Um got any boxing? Yeah, I got boxing today, but really nobody watches boxing unless it's Jake Paul getting his ass knocked out, right? I don't know what the hate is on Jake Paul. I don't mind the dude. I think the dude's a great shit talker. I think the dude's a great marketer. Probably one of the best marketers in the world right now, along with his brother. Um, they just do it for entertainment, man. That's what it is, entertainment purposes. And you guys just don't like his guts. It's wild. Um, we already talked about the national championship. Oh, Friday Night SmackDown. I'm sorry. Um, I did not watch it, but I know the spoilers, of course. Um, I did not watch it. So I do know the spoilers. I do know that Drew McIntyre won with the help of Jacob Fatu. Jacob Fatu returned and helped Drew McIntyre in a way to help Drew win the championship. Uh, when Drew was escaping toward the cage, there was a masked man, and there was a masked man towards the in front of the cage door where McIntyre was trying to exit out, and he gets face to face with McIntyre, pulls his stuff off, reveals who he is, beats McIntyre back into the ring. Cody pulls him off. Cody was like, "Hey man, what?" And then instantly Jacob hits him. Um, and yeah, Drew slowly escapes and wins the WWE Championship. I told y'all it was gonna happen yesterday, and y'all was like, "No, it's not gonna happen. Cody's gonna win." It's Drew's time. And I think they know that. It's Drew's time. He's a three-time WWE champion. Congratulations to Drew. Um, yeah, three times, man. Cody Rhodes' WWE Championship reign came to an end at 159 days or something like that. Um, can't take nothing right from Cody. Cody's obviously the quarterback of WWE right now. Um, he doesn't really need a championship for a good storyline, you know, but there's a good possibility he will be in the Royal Rumble again. I don't know if he'll win. Um, that would be crazy to have Cody Rhodes win 4 Royal Rumbles, man. If they're going to do that, they are building that dude up to superstardom. But yeah, to have him win 4 Royal Rumbles, that's gonna be crazy. I don't know if it's gonna happen this year. I do know there's a good possibility that Cody could be in the Royal Rumble this year. And then what's this mean? So Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, is back on WWE television. He goes by Zack Ryder or no, Matt Cardona now. Um, Before Cody's match, he came up to Cody Rhodes and told him he's like, I came back for WWE for one reason, and he pointed at the WWE Championship. Um, are we gonna see a Matt Cardona get a WWE Championship push? I think they're just teasing it. I don't think it happens. It would be nice. It would be a feel good moment for Matt Cardona, but I really don't know. That'd be interesting to see how they utilize that storyline and to see if it works because I don't think I see Matt Cardona as a WWE Championship material because look, man, he's getting up there. He's in his 40s. He's not in his prime like he was. Like he's built, he's jacked and all, but still, I don't know. Um, let's see. UFC we got in like 14 days. UFC 324 card. Um, Patty Pimlet versus Justin Gaethje is probably one of my go-to favorites right now. Um, O'Malley versus Saldong. I can't wait. I'm a huge O'Malley fan. Um, as you can tell, I'm wearing my Josh Jacobs jersey. Shout out to Josh Jacobs, man. I wish he sent this, but I bought it off of Fanatics. But whatever. It still feels good. Um, I got a Jordan Love jersey. I got a Brett Favre jersey. I got a Jaden Reed jersey. If y'all are watching this page, shout out to y'all guys. You guys are awesome. Go Pack, go! Let's go win this freaking game tonight, boys. I'm so excited, man. I'm so excited. I do so. Here's my thing on the playoffs. If we somehow make the Super Bowl, if we somehow make the Super Bowl, I would be happy. But I think if we make the Super Bowl, I think it's going to be against Aaron Rodgers. I don't know. Something tells me something's going to be so odd and so fishy, and yeah. So if the Super Bowl ends up being the Packers against the Steelers, it might be the views are going to go up, man. The views are going to go up. Or, I mean, we're in the world we can see the Bears versus Steelers in the Super Bowl, But I don't think it happens. I think the Bears get beat tonight by the Packers. Just change to Chicago back home packing. Got AEW Collision on tonight. I really don't know the card on that, so I'm not gonna mess with it at all. Monday Night Raw is Monday. I think I might have another podcast lined up for Monday with an indie wrestler. I would have to check. And yeah, I might have a podcast lined up Monday with another indie wrestler. I do have one set up next Thursday with Mr. Ken Anderson, known as Mr. Kennedy. I'm so happy about that. I can't wait. I can't wait. That's my first big one. Um, so yeah, we'll see how it goes about that. What else is there to talk about? This podcast is sponsored again by WG, so get your energy drinks. WG, especially if you're a streamer, content creator, or podcaster like I am, it is your official energy drink to have energy to make sure you get motivated. Use my code CWE99 for the discount code. And then also be sure to check out my merch. Yeah, be sure to check out my merch at brainbusterscheese.com. You'll find my page if you scroll. Um, yeah, like I said, I got hats, stickers, t-shirts, hoodies, long sleeve t-shirts. You name it. I might switch it up every now and then. My problem is I gotta find buyers. So go to my page, go to my merch shop at brainbusterstees.com. Like I said, you'll have to scroll. You'll see my little outline of my logo, Sensi Wrestling Enthusiast. It looks like the old school Raw logo. Um, yeah, man, I'm just trying to do this damn thing and trying to shoot up in the world and do something I'm proud of. Uh, I like to I like to talk a lot. I like to get on the mic and spit some, but yeah, man, I'm just a big wrestling head, just a big wrestling sports junkie. Um, and I feel like I would come onto this platform and stage and talk to you guys, and hopefully you guys interact. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button, that follow button, and be sure to turn on that bell for more notifications because I do post shorts daily. I post lives. My TikTok here. I'll go on my little clicker right here. Show. Yep. So my IG, TikTok, they're all the same. Sensi Wrestling Enthusiast. My YouTube is CWSFE underscore 99. That's my new YouTube account. My old one got taken down, and I think I'm gonna keep explaining this as long throughout the podcast and throughout more podcasts as I do. YouTube took downloaded my old account because, like I said, I'm new to the game of streaming. I don't know the insides and outs, man. If I could, if I could be like Santi's app, um, to do reactions like that, to where like he gets on Twitch live, he gets on YouTube live, but he doesn't post the matches. Like he clips his reactions, but like I just don't know how. Like I guess you have to have a VPN or some type of um what's it called? Some type of internet blocker to stream what they're doing, and that's what I want to do. I want to stream WWE matches and be like Santi's app and just trying to make a difference in this world and make people enjoy what they're watching and make people laugh. And overall, man, I feel like I have a purpose on this world, Earth, wherever you want to call it. Um, my purpose is to get on this platform and speak wherever I want to speak about, and hopefully you guys enjoy it. If you guys don't enjoy it, then I'm not doing something right, or this is not the right page for you. Um, like I said before, I'm gonna say it again. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank my Lord Savior Jesus Christ, because without Him, I would not be sitting here, standing here on my own 2 feet, talking to you on my podcast. So thank you, Lord, for waking me up and able to have a blessed day. We are in Saturday, the 10th day of the new year on the 26th. If you guys have any New Year's resolution goals, you might as well bust them out now while you can. My New Year's resolution goal is to pump out as much podcast content, anything, anything and anything I can do for my content creation because, like I said before, the money might not come now, but the money will come later. You just got to trust the process. Um, I add prayers in my daily routine. Um, I kind of need to be more spiritual. I do honestly. I do need more be more spiritual. Um, but yeah, man. My overall goal is just to make y'all laugh, make y'all enjoy content, and hopefully inspire somebody to be the next podcaster, to be the next streamer, to be the next content creator. It just I'm no so I literally started this all on my phone. Literally. You can ask anybody and everybody how they started. They're going to tell you they started doing it on their phone. Their phone. Once you get income, once you get income or have a steady job that you're working and you have a little bit of money, go get you a laptop. Go get you a little TV monitor, like a little Roku TV. Um, all you'll need to do is a HDMI cable. Plug it into your computer. Plug it into the Roku TV monitor or whatever you got. You can have two monitors at the same time, bro. Like I'm a little slow at this stuff. Technology has not been my best friend, but once I know how to work shit and get shit to work and plug it in and fidget it a little bit, man, it feels like I got the whole world in my hands and I'm ready to take off with it. It really does. It really does. And I'm so happy and I'm so excited to get this journey rocking and rolling. And yeah, man, we're about 35 minutes into the podcast. Um I am going to be closing this down shortly. So, yeah, just another thing is just make sure your guys' note, mental men, your mental status is on point. Your mental status has got to be on point, and in line, and make sure you're good. Make sure you are straight. Because if you're not up good up here, then something's wrong. So yeah, just make sure your mental status is in check and point. Make sure you know you're good. Um, mental healthness is not no joke. I've been there through that. It sucks. It sucks. Um, People are like, how do you get out of it? How do you stay out of it? I mean, you gotta find different things that you like. You gotta do different things that you like and enjoy, and find new hobbies that you like, and you just gotta stay positive. I mean, honestly, um, talk to God every now and then. I know some people don't like to get spiritual. That's okay. I tend to be not to. I don't like to get too much spiritual, but I will be like, "Hey, God, can you help me out with some things?" And if you don't believe in God, that's okay. You can talk to somebody else up there. There's always somebody to listen, to talk to. Um, but yeah, this is a CWE podcast, episode 3, um, January 10th of the new year, 2026. I will be on later tonight before the Packers game around 7:30 ish. Pack game plays. They kept play at 8 8:02. So I'm gonna shoot like a little 30-minute podcast with my coworker Patrick. That is my special guest for later tonight. But this was just a little short morning podcast to say good morning, wake up, it's time to get up on your feet, rise and grind. We got to do this, you know. Um, But yeah, I appreciate you guys joining me. If you guys, like I said, if you guys have not done so, I need you to do so because this is my life now. I need you to hit that follow button, subscribe button, whatever it is. Subscribe, follow, like, share. You know. Um, but yeah, this is all I want in life is just to make people happy, um, talk about the things I want, and hopefully gain an audience from it. Man, this is awesome. I like talking on the mic because I feel like I have a freedom of speech, a platform I could talk about without anybody getting mad. If you get mad at what I talk about, oh well, then you're not here for the right reasons, I guess. But yeah, I think I've done my job here for the next 40 minutes, and I'm about to be signing off. So, like I said before, this podcast is sponsored by WG, your official energy drinks for streamers, content creators, and podcasters. Get you some while you can using my code CWE99 for discounts. And also my merch. My merch, 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 my merch. I know I said the money will come later, and it will, but the only way the money will come if you promote it. The only way the money will come if you promote it. You feel me? Like for CWE, the energy drink, like I'm an ambassador. So you use my discount code, I get little some profit back. Not a whole lot, but it's a little bit. And once I get more sponsors, sponsoring me, y'all use my others discounts. Oh my gosh, like it comes in one by one by one. Like I said, trust the process. So if you have not done so, check out my merch at brainbusterscheese.com. Yeah, I said multiple times you'll have to scroll, but you'll see my logo, Sensi Wrestling Enthusiasts. It's just like the old school Raw logo for Monday Night Raw that they use. Like it's the background like that. It'll have the red letters, fancy. I got hats, stickers, t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies. I might switch up every now and then, you never know. So be sure to check out the merch product, please. And I will drop the link in the description below. But yes, hit that bell for notifications. I post shorts daily. Subscribe, subscribe, please. Um, Subscribe, like, share. Even if you find me on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, like I said, follow, subscribe. You know, I'm just trying to make the world a difference. Trying to make the world a better place. And I hope everyone has a good Saturday. And yeah, man, this is CWE signing off. I hope everyone has a good Saturday. And it's been fun talking to you. Peace out, guys. And I'll see you tonight.